Hi, and good to see you again. Just a short video today detailing how I take care of my hiking boots. Um, I guess they're an expensive item, probably the most important item for the walker and hiker. Kind of without them, you're kind of up a creek without a paddle, really. So having bought a decent pair, this is how I go about maintaining them and improving the waterproof aspect of them. Mine are a high-tech brand, and they're pretty good. They've got a waterproof sock inside, but you know, like everything else, if you're going out in really wet conditions, eventually they will wet out. So what I tend to use is a beeswax, and I use a hairdryer to get it all the way in to the leather. So you're warming the leather up, working the wax into the seams, into the welt. You're warming the boot up, and it helps the wax to absorb into the leather. So it doesn't take long, 12 minutes a boot. Obviously prior to that you have got to clean the boot, make sure the boot is clean of debris, mud, etc. But once it is, you can get on with the process then of getting it waxed up. Okay, so without further ado then, we'll roll the credits and then we'll get straight into prepping a pair of hiking boots for a hike. It's always good practice to remove the bootlaces and spend a little bit of time and attention working on the seams and the welts, making sure there's no dust, mud or debris. Once the hairdryer is nice and warm, start working the wax into the warmed leather. Do take care not to burn the leather. However, wearing a sock, you can kind of feel when the leather is ready to absorb the wax, and slowly work it into the welts, the seams, around the eyelets and hooks, and of course the tongue. Great, so that's the process completed. The boots have cooled down. As you see, they look pretty decent, nicely waxed up. As I said, I'm using G-Wax, which is predominantly natural beeswax, but I think there are other additives into it. But natural beeswax is just as good, not a problem at all, if you can get hold of it. I know here in the UK, you can't always get hold of beeswax, and if you probably costs more to get beeswax than just to buy a can of G-Wax. So, but nevertheless, whatever you can get hold of. As I said, just to reiterate, I've worked it all into the welts, used the heat of the hairdryer to melt it in. All the seams, I mean these boots are pretty decent in as much as they haven't got that many seams, but there is one critical seam on the inside of the boot there, which you do need to make sure that there's plenty of wax melted into that seam and into the stitching, etc. Okay, so hope you enjoyed it, perhaps found it useful. As I said before, it's not the only way of preparing and maintaining a pair of hiking boots, but it's what I tend to do before going out into the field. So hope you enjoyed, and see you again really soon. So take care, stay safe. Bye for now.